The main reason Arionne was blocked from filming is not because the audience is confused or undecided. It is because the audience has already spoken clearly, repeatedly, and without hesitation. Viewers have made it very clear that they do not want her added to the show, and it goes much deeper than simple dislike. This situation is about burned bridges, broken trust, repeated behavior, and a pattern that many believe would damage the show even more than it already is. When people talk about refreshing the show, they are not talking about recycling old chaos. They are talking about growth, new stories, and something that feels real instead of forced. When comments started rolling in, the message was loud. Many viewers said they do not even want the show anymore, let alone new people added to it. Some said the show feels tired, boring, and dragged out. Others said the cast that remains is not giving anything worth discussing. In that environment, adding Arionne does not feel like a solution to viewers. To them, it feels like adding more confusion to something that is already struggling. That matters because reality TV survives on audience support, and right now, that support is shaky at best. A large part of the resistance comes from how Arionne is viewed as a person, not just as someone connected to Martel. Many feel her personality does not translate well to television. They describe her as someone who operates behind the scenes rather than standing firmly on her own. The belief is that she does not bring her own story, but instead moves based on what someone else wants or needs at the moment. That kind of presence does not feel authentic to viewers, and authenticity is what keeps people watching. There is also a strong belief that Arionne has damaged her chances by how she has interacted with others connected to the show. Several people believe she came for cast members in ways that crossed lines that cannot be uncrossed. When you publicly attack or disrespect people who already have established roles, relationships, and contracts, you should not be surprised when doors close. Some viewers believe those cast members have protections in their contracts that prevent her from filming. And whether that is true or not, the belief itself shows how little support there is for her joining. Another major issue is how viewers interpret her relationship with Martel. Many do not see it as love. They see it as unhealthy, unbalanced, and built on control instead of care. Words like codependency, manipulation, and lack of boundaries come up often. People are not responding to romance. They are responding to what they believe is a toxic cycle that has already been discussed and shown in many ways. To them, there's nothing new to learn from it. Viewers have also spoken strongly about how children are involved. Any situation where people feel a parent-child relationship is being interfered with immediately turns the audience off. Many believe that coming between a man and his children is unacceptable, no matter what the circumstances are. That alone is enough for some viewers to reject the idea of Arionne being given more screen time or a platform. There is also frustration with how certain behaviors are framed. Constant phone calls, pressure, emotional control, and overstepping boundaries are not seen as signs of deep love by many viewers. Instead, they are seen as warning signs. People are tired of hearing unhealthy behavior described as passion or loyalty. They want honesty, accountability, and growth, not excuses wrapped in romantic language. Another reason people push back is because they believe her role on the show would be very predictable. Many think her presence would only be used to shift blame, especially onto Melody. The fear is that the storyline would once again try to rewrite history and paint Martel as misunderstood, while positioning others as the problem. Viewers have already rejected that narrative, and they are not interested in watching it replayed with a new angle. There is also concern that bringing Arionne on would turn the show into something it was never meant to be. Several viewers compared it to other reality shows known for non-stop chaos and shallow drama. They do not want this show to become another version of loud arguments without substance. They want something that feels grounded, even if it is messy. Adding someone who would only increase conflict without depth feels like a step backward. The issue of age shaming and disrespect also comes up often. Many viewers were offended by how Arionne has spoken about other women in the past, especially when it comes to age. Calling women old or washed while praising youth as the main value does not sit well with an audience that sees beauty, confidence, and strength in women at every stage of life. That mindset alone has turned many people against her. Another important factor is timing. Many viewers believe the show itself may be nearing its end. When a show feels like it is on life support, adding controversial figures does not revive it. Instead, it can feel like desperation. People would rather see a graceful ending than a chaotic attempt to hold attention through shock value. Some viewers also point out that the show is already losing viewers because of certain cast members. Names like Wanda come up often, with people saying her presence drives them away rather than pulls them in. That frustration spills over into the discussion about Arionne. The audience is clearly saying they want less chaos, not more. There is also a belief that honesty would be missing if Arionne were added. Viewers do not trust that the full truth would be told. They believe the relationship is superficial and carefully controlled. Without honesty, reality TV loses its purpose. People do not want staged moments that protect certain people while attacking others. Beyond Arionne, this situation highlights a bigger issue with reality TV culture. Many viewers are questioning why certain people are given platform at all. This extends to other media moments where harmful behavior is brushed off or laughed at. When people see men disrespecting the mothers of their children or minimizing past harm, they expect pushback, not applause. That frustration showed up strongly in reactions to other public interviews and media choices. When someone with a history of harmful behavior is given a platform without accountability, viewers feel insulted. They do not want to watch women sit and laugh while other women are disrespected. They want growth, maturity, and real conversations. This ties back into why Arionne is not welcomed. The audience is no longer entertained by dysfunction without reflection. They want lessons learned, not cycles repeated. They want to see boundaries respected, not crossed. They want to see people evolve, not stay stuck in the same patterns year after year. Another theme that keeps coming up is self-worth. Viewers are increasingly vocal about low self-esteem being normalized in relationships, whether it is staying with someone who cheats or accepting disrespect as love. People are calling it out more than ever. They are tired of watching women settle and men avoid accountability. Public engagements after cheating scandals do not impress people anymore. Many see them as pressure tactics rather than genuine change. The audience is more aware now, and that awareness shapes what they are willing to watch and support. The same applies to men in power, risking everything for temporary desires. Viewers are questioning judgment, ethics, and self-control. They are no longer impressed by status if it comes with repeated poor choices. That mindset also affects how they view reality TV stars who seem unwilling to grow. At the core of all this is a demand for responsibility. People want adults to act like adults. They want parents to protect their children emotionally. They want partners to respect each other. And they want platforms to stop rewarding bad behavior just because it creates noise. Arionne being blocked from filming is not about cruelty or exclusion. It is about the audience drawing a line. They are saying they know what they do not want, and they are not afraid to say it. They're saying that some stories have already been told, and repeating them will not bring life back to the show. This moment should be taken as feedback, not punishment. It is an opportunity to understand what viewers value now. They value clarity over confusion. They value growth over chaos. They value honesty over spin. And most of all, they value being respected as an audience. If the show continues, it will need to listen closely. Not just to ratings, but to voices. Not just to drama, but to meaning. Because without that shift, no new face, no old conflict, and no forced storyline will be enough to save it. And that is the real reason Arionne was blocked from filming. It was not a mystery. It was a response.